The Buffalo Bills didn't have a first-round selection after trading it away to the Minnesota Vikings for wide receiver Stefon Diggs, but that doesn't mean they didn't make the most of the selections that they did have in the 2020 NFL Draft. Running back Zach Moss out of Utah gives them the perfect complementary back to Devin Singletary. Moss is sort of in the same mold as Frank Gore and should pair up perfectly with Singletary. Now, what I liked most about the Bills draft was how they added some defensive versatility. I'm speaking of defensive end A.J. Epinesa out of Iowa and cornerback Dane Jackson out of Pitt. Epinesa can play virtually any one of the techniques up front, showing the ability to play well on both ends of defense. He was our number 1 5 tech in the draft class, and I envisioned Buffalo using him more so in that regard this season. While Jackson has the fluidity within his game to play all 3 cornerback spots because of his excellent ability to mirror and match, I think inside as a slot corner is where he will find a home with the Bills. I also liked how the Bills wanted to get bigger on the perimeter this offseason. It started with trading for Stefon Diggs, and it carried over into the draft with the selection of Gabriel Davis out of UCF and Isaiah Hodgins from Oregon State. Both are outside receivers, and we graded them as split ends. Davis plays a strong game from his route running to the catch point to after the catch. Everything about his game is strong. Hodgins, for a bigger guy, shows a lot of nuance and fluidity within his route running. For him, it'll be about growing his game and becoming something more after the catch. Offensive tackle Trey Adams out of Washington is one of the undrafted rookie free agents you should keep an eye on. He missed a better part of 2 seasons with an injury, but when he's on the field, he shows tremendous ability. He's got a technically sound game and shows a great ability to anchor as well. If he's able to prove that he's over those injury concerns or injury history of his, then the Bills would definitely have themselves a steal with the former Washington Husky. I gave the Bills a solid B for their draft. Once you take into account they essentially took Stefon Diggs with their first round pick, it makes every subsequent pick look like excellent value. Only pick I didn't understand was the Jake Fromm selection, considering it would have been best to add another quarterback with similar skills as Josh Allen. But overall, a solid haul for the Buffalo Bills.